Hey guys, welcome back, or hello if you're new. So today's video is going to be the long-awaited James Charles Morphe palettes. Today's gonna all be about Mr. James. I'm very excited. I'm gonna give you kind of my review, first impression on it. So we are going to go ahead and put this to use. I'm gonna give you some deets as we go, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. But first off, which I'm sure you have already seen it, but if you haven't, this is what the carton looks like. It's this nice white packaging and his face right here looking all stunning as usual. Before I go ahead and hop on into the actual palette itself, I want to give a congrats to James. This is amazing. I didn't want to purchase this online because I wanted to get it in store. I wanted to get it that day. I just wanted the palette in my hands. So that's why I picked it up in store. Just like all of my other reviews and anything like that, it's always 110% honest with you. So I will give you my raw first impression. Can we just for a second, that work is just incredible. So taking it out of the carton, this is what the packaging looks like on the palette. Super stunning. It is a nice black color with his name in a shiny lettering. So nice. It is sold at Ulta, so you can go ahead into your Ulta in store and check it out. So just wanted to let you know that. And I will have the price of this palette on the screen, and we're gonna go ahead and open it up. I am so excited. Opening it up like so. It is such a ginormous palette. I love the size of the palette. I think it is a great size. It's very large. It's a little bit bigger than all of their other palettes from Morphe, and it also is a tad bit more expensive than the other palettes, but I totally think that you're getting your money's worth with how many shades are in here. Sorry about all the glares from the lighting, but that's just this first layer here, which is going to let us know the shades of the colors. So all the shades are on here, and I first off think that all the shade names are so cute. So we have Ring Light, So Good, Sister, Mary, Facetune. I just love all the names on here, Code James. It's so cute. The name of this palette is also called Unleash Your Inner Artist, and I think that is also so incredible because of the simple fact that you are getting your neutral tones to create an everyday look, but you're also getting those bright pop of colors. This palette is perfect for the makeup artist, the everyday girl who just wants to do makeup, the beginner. You just get everything in one, so it's the best of both worlds. We're gonna go ahead and put this to the test and see how they perform on the eye. James did mention that a concealer might not do the trick for priming the eyes. He recommends using an eyeshadow primer. So that's what we're gonna do today. I usually use my Tarte Shape Tape, but he said that because these pigments are pressed, it goes better with a primer, as well as using a different technique when applying with your brushes. You do want to go ahead and pack a little bit. That's what he was saying. So we're going to try it all out and see, but I'm going to be using an eyeshadow primer today just because he said to do that. I'm going to see how that works. And yeah, I'm really excited to unleash my inner artist. And you guys know that I don't do a ton of color. It is obviously amazing to play around with color and have the option to do that. And I think I do need to play around with color. So for me personally, I feel like this palette is actually perfect for myself. It's also great because I still have my comfort colors in here, but also have those pops to work with as well. So I feel like it's making me want to do the color. We're gonna go ahead and dive right on in to all these shades and create the look. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So as for primer, I do have two right now. I have the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and then the Luscious Angel Eyes Eyeshadow Primer. I do not know which one I'm gonna use. We're gonna go in with this one just because I do have a dry patch. So also throughout this video, if you do see a little bit of something weird happening right here, I do have a dry patch. I do hope that this is a good consistency of a primer. Because he did mention to not use a concealer, or I mean you can, but you might not get the same pigmentation as you would with a primer. We're gonna go ahead and hop on in, and I'm gonna be using a bunch of different brushes today. Nothing in particular. I'm gonna be using some of my Morphe ones, some of the regular ones. I'm gonna be using a lot of white hair brushes probably because I feel like that picks up more of the pigment. So I'm gonna go with this color right here named Canvas, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to set my eyes quickly. So the way this palette is set up is we have two rows of neutrally colors right here. Then we have the middle row being those bigger, chunkier pans, and I love that those are bigger. And then those I feel like will go more for everyday looks, but also a lot of transitions. The last two rows are those pops of colors, which is so incredible. The yellow shade is so pigmented. Hi. Yeah, that is so amazing. So we're gonna start off with this light pink color for a quick transition. He did just post a new Instagram story of a new look that he created, so I might recreate that in a way with those shades and use the color Pinkity Drinkity. For me, it's kind of hard for you to see this color just because it's kind of like my skin tone a little bit. Of course, it's more of a pink shade, but it's super light. So for me, for being a transition, that's fine. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Love That, which is a beautiful, deeper pink. Super pigmented. Okay. And above my natural crease, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right here. So stamping that right into the crease area as well, and I feel like that totally helps. Color, I'm gonna be dragging a little bit to the lower lash line as well, just because we are gonna be doing that with most of them too. Then I'm gonna go in with this lighter purple color called Single, and right on top of them, kind of layering them. And I'm gonna hop into that deeper purple called Escape, which is a beautiful deep purple, and I'm gonna do that right here into the outer corner and really stamp that on. Wow, that's a beautiful color actually. I like that. These looks scare me in the beginning, so don't get too alarmed. We will be hoping to get this tied together towards the end. I think the color, the pigmentation is like super pigmented. Like you definitely get straight up color pigment. And within each one, I am gonna just take a separate fluffy brush and kind of fluff the tops. So I am still using crease brushes and blending brushes, but while I'm doing it, it is important to press like he did mention. Okay, so I know that it kind of looks a little choppy right now. I will go ahead and blend, obviously. Going with the orangey shade called Rusted, I'm gonna take a little bit, ooh, whoa, that is super pigmented. I'm going to go ahead and run that on the top, right here. And focus it too in the intersection as well. For like a hint of yellow, I'm applying it right here. He did do this as well in his photo, but I think that he did that layer first. I'm gonna go ahead and use this highlighting shade right here called Face. And I'm gonna spritz my brush just a little bit. Wow, the pigment of this though. Just kind of packed on a little bit more of the purple shade right over here. Kind of blend all of this right here. I'm gonna go in with the color 518, which is that beautiful bright orangey color here. So right beneath the brow bone highlight, and fade it into here a little bit, like that. And a little bit more to kind of define this area. And then kind of bringing it below as well, like so. Taking a little bit more of that deeper purple, just accentuating this area right here. The purple to me, a little bit, I do notice a little bit of patchiness happening here where it's a little bit harder to blend. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease just a little bit in the intersection using my Tarte Shape Tape. We're gonna like fade the color in, so don't worry that it's like stopping choppy like. With this purple one already, you probably guessed it. It's a beautiful shade, but because it's like flying everywhere, I am gonna be using pressing motions, obviously a ton, just so I can get all the color on there. And if we have some fallout, don't worry, I will fix it. That really layered pretty nicely on there. I do see some fallout. And I'm gonna be going back in with some of the other shades and kind of blending the solids, matte ones right over here, just cause I feel like I lost some, which is odd. Very pigmented, I'm telling you. And I'm gonna just drag right on top of that, over like so. Just placing Love That right on top of this purple, fading it in with that. Just so we can further blend that out. Also blending that underneath. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a bigger fluffy brush and kind of blend and And that should be it for the eyes. I'm trying to keep it as blended as possible. I'm actually gonna add a little bit of this hot pink, which is a little risky. It's the last shade called Skip, and apply that. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off camera and finish the rest of my face. Back now, completed makeup, completed eyes. I did add a little bit of finishing touches to the eye look itself, just to kind of make things pop a little bit more on the lower lash line as well, and completed my face. So this is the look. You guys, I am not a pop of color type of girl. If I am, it's like a simple type of look, you know? Today, I really kind of wanted to challenge myself and just play around with all the colors that were in this palette and not really do a neutral look. And I did kind of try to recreate one of his looks, but I just really wanted to play around with these colors. They're gorgeous. To be honest with you, like, they're very pigmented. Like, I didn't have to pack so much. I did take my time just because of the amount of colors we're working with. The only color that I found to be a little bit challenging to work with was Escape, which is that really deep purple color right here. I found it to be a little patchy. Nothing crazy, like I still was able to blend it out. Just having a little extra TLC with it was needed. Other than that, like, I did not find a problem with this palette. I really love it. This is definitely gonna make me do them so much more. It's just such a convenient palette. I'm obsessed with it, like, to say the least. I'm just gonna do a few little swatches on my fingers. So this is the orange, the burnt orange, the red, and this color right here. So stunning. Like, I can't get over it. I can't stop looking at it. It's just gorgeous. I hope that this was okay and you guys maybe like it. I'll have all the deets down below in the description. And I believe that is all. I'm Sister Shook. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.